Mira, Jay-Z. Beyoncé. Ahí va.
Beyonce was on top of the world at the start of 2024. But as the year went on, we started seeing less and less of her, which is super weird considering that she has a new album out and you'd think she would be doing everything she can to promote it. But instead, there have been multiple headlines in the media asking about her whereabouts. So what reason could she have for pulling a disappearing act at a time when you'd think she'd be everywhere? According to Page Six's insiders, her reason for staying out of the limelight could be a little sinister. There have been rumors swirling around that both she and Jay-Z have been laying low while this media storm surrounding their reportedly longtime friend Diddy is going on. A source told the outlet that this was supposed to be Beyonce's time, with her much-anticipated country album coming out just a few months ago, and yet she's nowhere to be seen. Jay-Z and Beyonce haven't been reveling in the spotlight. The source went on to say that about a month before the album's release date in March, Jay-Z got up at the Grammys and whined that Beyonce had never won Album of the Year. The insider then questioned how Jay-Z could think that his wife would win for Cowboy Carter with no promotion, no appearances, and no wooing of the Academy. They confessed that it wasn't like the album hadn't had any success. After all, it was certified gold in Canada and the UK. And in the US, it went to #1 on the US folk albums, US top country albums, and the Billboard Hot 200. But the source claimed that it definitely hadn't become the juggernaut that everyone thought it would be. They finished by insisting that something was going on. Cowboy Carter came out with a bang, but now it and Beyonce have disappeared. To be fair, they kind of have a point. It is super fishy that she's all but vanished. When she came out with Renaissance, she was everywhere. It was non-stop Beyonce in 2023. Page Six said that the word in the industry is that their low profile has something to do with how close they are to Diddy, who's basically become a social pariah right now. Both stars are extremely private people who barely share anything with the public, and when they do, it's always carefully orchestrated. Beyonce is known for avoiding confrontation. She rarely gets political, and if someone has beef with her, then it's often one-sided. There's no way you're going to get her end of the story. Singer's Room reported that it was her mother who taught her how important it was to stay out of trouble and to instead concentrate on her career and reaching her goals. So is that what's happening here? Are Beyonce and Jay-Z keeping a low profile because they don't want their reputation to be tainted by Diddy? And if that's the case, exactly how badly could he affect that? Let's not forget that Diddy and Jay-Z go way back. They first met in the 90s. According to Blue Mag, the pair got along because of their shared ambition and passion for music. They worked on a track together in 1997. It ended up on Diddy's debut album, No Way Out. 2 years later, both men found themselves in hot water around the same time. The New York Post released an article about how in December of 1999, the two rappers were facing jail time. Diddy was arrested on weapons and bribery charges after fleeing an incident at a club with his then-girlfriend, J-Lo. And Jay-Z allegedly wounded Lance Riviera. In the end, they both managed to avoid going to prison, and their friendship continued. When Jay-Z and Beyonce began dating, she was also spotted spending time with Diddy. And the three have been photographed together at all kinds of events over the years and have often openly shown support for each other. Diddy even went on Sway in the Morning and talked about how he and Jay-Z had plans to go into business together, per Blue Mag. When the allegations against Diddy started to come out, a video from 2007 began circulating online that captured a bizarre interaction between the two hip-hop stars. The video was of a performance at Screamfest 2007, and you're not gonna believe what Diddy did to Jay-Z at one point in the show. There was a moment when he began running laps around the other artist on stage, and then he suddenly went over to Jay-Z and slapped him on his bottom, not once, but twice. It's been shared countless times online in recent months, and people have been quick to judge their relationship after everything that has come out about Diddy. One of those people was 50 Cent, who has been trolling Diddy and his downfall as much as possible. Complex reported that he joked about the incident on social media when he shared the video clip on his Instagram page. Of course, that wasn't the first time that 50 Cent had taken a jab at Diddy or Jay-Z. In May, he also pointed out how Jay-Z had disappeared from the public eye after things went downhill for his longtime friend, according to Vibe. He took to Instagram to post that Jay-Z was in hibernation and wasn't coming outside until stuff with Diddy had blown over. A few months earlier, 50 Cent had made a similar joke about his fellow rapper when he shared a photo of Jay-Z photoshopped onto the side of a milk carton with "missing" written on top of it. He captioned it with, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL." And it seems that Beyonce and her husband have good reason to want to dissociate themselves from Diddy, because it doesn't take long for rumors to start spreading online these days. A report by Koi Moy revealed that a Twitter user named Matt Wallace posted a video on Rumble asking questions about why Jay-Z was being called out by 50 Cent. He also questioned how close of a relationship Jay-Z really had with Diddy. In his video, Matt brought up the private island that Jay-Z owns, and he mentioned that it supposedly has a runway on it for airplanes. Then he went on to make a super shocking claim about the music mogul. He alleged that the rapper might be involved with the suspected trafficking that Diddy has been accused of. And on Twitter, he posted that there were rumors circulating that Jay-Z was part of an evil elite cult. So I think it's safe to say that it's not in anybody's best interest to have their name be linked with Diddy's right now, since people can be quick to turn on someone they once idolized, which could be why Beyonce has withdrawn from the limelight. I have a feeling she might not want to take any risks and is waiting for things with Diddy to blow over. It was the Daily Mail that reported that Beyonce hasn't been to any publicity events since she attended the iHeartRadio Music Awards on the 1st of April. The outlet also commented on the theory that the reason for her supposed vanishing act had something to do with her and Jay-Z wanting to stay on the down low because of the ongoing Diddy drama. Apparently, they'd contacted the couple's reps for comment, but hadn't heard anything back. According to Forbes, even though Beyonce hasn't been out promoting Cowboy Carter, it's still been doing well recently. The album made it back onto the top album sales tally after its new release on vinyl in a different variation than the first one. This helped it get back on top the top 25 list for the vinyl albums chart too. But total consumption of the project was reportedly down by more than 7%, and it hasn't moved on the Billboard 200. If Beyonce is hoping to get Album of the Year at the Grammys, it sounds like she needs to get out there more and rub shoulders with the industry's elite. It just doesn't seem like the right time to be keeping such a low profile, but then again, Beyonce's been around long enough to know how to best stay out of trouble and not rock the boat. Anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Did Beyonce dip off the radar because she and Jay-Z are actually nervous about having anything to do with Diddy? Do you think this unexplained disappearance will have an effect on the success of her latest album? Let me know in the comments below.